Oh. Hey! Hey, listen, I wasn't already getting a jump on anything. I'm fine, okay? I know what it is, I know what I'm doing. What I'm doing is panicking completely. So, hi, welcome, hello. Almost was late, am not late. Phenomenal. So today we're going to be playing Shadows over Loathing, another 1920s, 30s sort of game.
Oh no! Oh, I'm dying.
Alright, that's the best way to start.
Give me a sec. Oh no. This game's gonna be amazing. You guys are gonna love it. Cthulhu definitely wants to try and kill me right now, though, so I can't get you the truth about how amazing Shadows over Loathing is.
Yeah, I've had a horrible cough. Because it is a rough time of the week. Give me a sec. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, it is a rough time for me to be me, for medical reasons. But we are going to go in. We're going to play another one of these comedic games. It's going to be amazing. I say another one, but I don't think I've actually played the West of Loathing on this yet. We might go back and do that. It could be fun. I like West of Loathing. I like Shadows over Loathing. I like being loathed. I hate myself sometimes, so being loathed is perfect. Let's check out what's going on and swap over to the game time. I could do the black and white thing again. I did kind of enjoy that for the Mafia 2, 1, Mafia 1, Mafia 1, Mafia 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Volume is fairly quiet, but then again, so am I right now. I've got to make sure I have myself adjusted properly so that it's pointing the right direction in the mic. Sorry, my head is exploding. Are we good? We're not good. There we go. Maybe? Yes. Let's go! I want to see what's... Oh!
The AWDS Moving Company. It's how you move.
You can't see anything interesting in that direction. Actually, you can't see anything at all with this magazine in your face.
Meow.
Wait a second, you hear the sounds of a diner behind you. Maybe someone in there can help with your magazine on face problem. Ugh! No! I got a game over before the game even started! I was like... Okay, that was a little bit dumb. Don't worry, let's not dive in. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck on your face, no service sign posted. Though I couldn't tell if they had. Walking into the diner, I saw that the place was quite the joint. Or rather, I would have, if I could have seen. The biggest problem I had was that I couldn't tell a single thing that was going on. But it felt comforting. I'm not talking to you till you wipe that look off your face. The copy of Look magazine stuck on your face. Bathroom's in the back. I wandered through the restaurant, stepping, throwing my face around, confused, lost. It hurt a lot as I slammed my face into the wall repeatedly, understanding that maybe, just maybe, in the corner of the room, there was some sort of salvation. I felt along the wall, trying to find any sign of the bathroom, but I couldn't. I felt it, finally, the door to the bathroom. It seemed to be made of glass and metal. I couldn't see quite what it is, but I tried my best to open it. For some reason, it wouldn't budge. I'd be stuck here for days if I didn't get things under control, if I didn't get things understood. Luckily for me, I found the bathroom. Blundering into the bathroom, I eventually found a sink. After fumbling around with the faucet for a while, I managed to disentangle myself from the magazine. Staring in the mirror, I revealed something horrifying.
it was my face. It was me. And boy, oh boy, was I interesting. You see, in that moment, I knew that I could get a series of different possibilities. An endless travailing of different sensibilities, different possibilities. It was horrifying. In the end, I saw myself. I was plain Jane. Nothing about me was anything out of the ordinary. But that's the way I liked it. You see, the thing about it was, I would manage to go successfully, hiding myself through, and be able to find the mysteries of the world, if they couldn't tell what I was looking for. Ooh. I looked upon it and I saw one of them new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or jukebox as the kids call them. It was neat. It was fancy. And there was something in the coin return. I grabbed it and I found it. Meat, the currency of the age. It was a thing that had been utilized for years, back to the Wild West period, when the cows came home. I saw a couple of older folks having an animated discussion. Well, at the very least one of them was. I sit in and I listen to what's going on. Huh. The way these young women act these days with their short hair and sassy talk and dresses don't even cover their ankles. It's scandalous, and them dances they do flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought Prohibition would have put the kibosh on that tomfoolery, but no, sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem, right there. These newfangled jazz music with the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of music's that anyway? Jazz? I think our cups got switched. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. Fascinating. I saw the entire place and I saw it falling apart in front of me. I realized that my voice had been changing as I'd been trying to figure out exactly how to get over the fact that I just coughed myself so hard that I couldn't even think, could barely even breathe. I walked in and I saw a couple of young women chatting over co-fee. At least I pretended to know that that was what it was. I couldn't know for certain, but I had a feeling in the back of my mind. Hey, Mac, how's it travel? Sorry. Hey, Mac, what town's this? Poughkeepsie. Oh, you two traveling? Yeah. Ocean City's turned into a real sawmill, so we boosted the Jelly Beans Breezer for a weekend whirl to the Hot Potato. Oh, Bush, well, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite. Everything's Jake. I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a cancel stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, sure, I'll try that. I tried to act like I understood what was going on, like I'd come to some sort of level of understanding of the two of them, but at the end of the day, I really quite couldn't make heads nor tails of anything they'd been saying. I had to come to the conclusion that it was the coffee responsible. As I knew full well, coffee was of the devil. While I was thinking aloud to myself, I saw a man concentrating hard on his coffee. I walked up to him and struck up conversation. Hey, is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, ever. Oh, well, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Well, enjoy. And there we had it. I knew from the bottom of my heart that that could only spell one thing. Addiction, plain and simple. It must have been a new narcotic being placed inside of the coffee. I'd have to get to the bottom of this if I wanted to figure out what was going on in this town. Well now, that looks much better. I'm Ethel. Me? Stitoffer, Andrew, Ben. I told him my name. It was Himawari. What? Oh, okay. Wait. Hey. No, Himawari's my last name. What are you talking about? Nothing. I gotta restart the game, because I didn't realize they'd go the American style. Of course they go the American style. This is an American game, isn't it? Son of a... Okay, don't worry. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Don't worry, I'll just speedrun it. Now I've recognized that I've talked to them. Recognize that I've talked to them. Recognize that I've talked to him. Howdy.
First name, Gotetsu. I can't do the little... I don't have the right keyboard. I can't do the little, Oh, well. Submit it. They're gonna be talking about... They're gonna be talking using my first name, aren't they? That just feels weird seeing it registered that way. It's gonna be really weird. I'm not getting a cup of coffee. That stuff's of the devil. I gave her my name. She asked for my first name and my last name. And I gotta say, it was something interesting. She asked me what she could get me, and I looked over at her. I'd been wandering through the countryside for some time before that paper had hit me in the eyes. I looked through and I saw something in her eyes. I saw that she probably knew how I could get going. I knew to go to Ocean City, so I looked her in the eyes and I said, "Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here?" "Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. And I also hear that my accent's changing every single time you use it. Maybe you should learn how to do better voices?" No. I should have learned how to do more consistent voices. But this wasn't a job. This was pure, genuine vengeance. "What takes you to Ocean City?" "My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something." "That's a reason, honey. But it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason?" She locks eyes with me. I see her in the eyes, and she sees me in mine. It was interesting. They were trying to peel me apart. Trying to get my understanding. Trying to get some sort of locking mechanism on the flag tools in the back end of the game's files to try and make certain that they could figure out exactly what I wanted to do. Why was I going to that city? My uncle gave me a letter, wanted me to help him. Me? I really just want to help. She looked me in the eyes and said, "Your uncle must be pretty important to you." I looked her back down and up for a moment, contemplating my next maneuver. She asked if my uncle was important to me. I looked her in the eyes and I told him. Of course he is. He's family, after all. Most important thing in the world. She looked me back. I got a feeling in the back of my mind that I'd been given a perk. Big heart. You've got a big heart, which both stores a lot of love, and not an insignificant amount of extra blood. I don't know where the words had come from. They'd been sitting in the back of my mind for some time, and I wasn't entirely sure where they'd be going from here. She looked me in the eyes. Her face grew soft, her expression tender. "Aw, what's your uncle's name?" I told her, Murray. Gave her a smile. The kind of smile that you'd see in any gin joint across the country if you did the right sort of maneuvering. It was good. Warmed my heart. Murray's one lucky guy. Yeah, he was. I smiled and I walked away, ready to leave and head back out. But not before looking at my character sheet, understanding that I was a basic human, the minimum viable person, occupying space capable of moving through it and perceiving things. It was interesting. But I also knew I had a big heart. And if I was going to get through this, I needed my big heart. Ethel said the bus would be here any minute. So, I walked out front, and I went there. My eyes were blinded with the sight of a intro screen saying prologue. It was strange. I sat on the back of the bus and waited. Time passed by as I read through my uncle's letter, passing the time. I pulled it out and I read through it one more time. Murray Morris, C.O., Murray's Antiques, 111 Plunkett Street, Ocean City. Dear Kotetsu, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventurous spirit. Please, come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you are able. Please. Your uncle, Murray. I put the letter back away, and I took myself a nap. I didn't notice the clown nearby. At least, I presumed he was a clown. The minutes turned to hours. The hours turned to days. It seemed that we were traveling for ages towards Ocean City. No matter how much time went by, it kept going. I was just about to go mad for the monotony of the ride. I felt myself slowly slipping into insanity. I looked out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead saw an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. I walked out in the rain and things were dark. It was crazy. Everything out there was wrong. Drink red cola. Protect your family.
It was a sign that I'd seen a million times before, and this time was no different. As I walked around, stumbling in the rain, I saw that the bus was uncomfortable and unreliable. Just as much in either direction. It was something that would stick with me for some time as I looked over to the W. Willis & Co. bus line sign on the side and my cargo on top. The bus driver stood with an umbrella. He was staring into my eyes, wondering why I was narrating everything I was doing into the open air. I decided to talk to him. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope. Sorry about this, but we're out of gas. Oh, jeez. You didn't fill up before we left? I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly 1 full tank of gas, plus 1 additional can. Swell. Why do I have to go get it? Well, I do it myself, except for 2 reasons. Those being, firstly being, as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for the bus and gotta keep an eye on her. Secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a feller that don't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. I let out a low sigh. I was frustrated. I was angry. I told him, well, all right then. I wasn't exactly the happiest to hear it, but I didn't have much of a choice in the matter, and I told him as much. Looking into him, I asked him if he could have enough kindness in his heart to hand me that umbrella, and he responded to me, well, this here's a left-handed umbrella. Well, I looked, and I thought, was I left-handed? Or was I right-handed? It would be a moment that would hit my life for the rest of time. At the end of the day, I wasn't going to lie to him. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use, though. Good luck. I thanked him kindly and went on my way. It was only 6 miles to Ocean City, but in this rain, I wouldn't even make a dog walk 6 miles, no matter how much it might have wanted to. That was the thing about this weather. It was awful. It was terrible. And something was wrong. It felt like God himself was diving down the rain and tearing me down, taking me asunder. The gas pumps were empty, mostly filled with water instead of gas, except for one on the end, with no hose. I knew that if I tore off the hose, I'd be in trouble. Deep trouble. There was no way I was going to be getting in any time soon. I saw the sign. Seems like just yesterday. Gas only cost 6 and 15.64 meter gallon. However, times were changing, and things were not quite proper. Extra lead in the food, extra lead in the gas. It seemed everywhere you go, there was a little bit more lead. Yet the station was out of service anyway. And it told me that it was some time since they'd raised those prices. Some time indeed. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. Interesting. Let's go see what she's got to say. I saw a woman standing in the rain. A miserable-looking hitchhiker standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. I went to talk to her. Hey there, doll face. Her head tilts very slowly to you. I saw her head tilt towards me, slowly. Her eyes didn't quite meet mine. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. Oh. Also, I don't have a car. Oh. What's your name? Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia. No, I admit the circumstances aren't great. So. She looked concerned. Sad, drenched, like a lost puppy. So what's in Albany? You have family there? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Ha ha! I could tell she wasn't getting my humor. She didn't quite understand my dry wit and clever retorts. She looked concerned. I asked her if she'd seen any good movies lately. She saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon being a name for a theater, of sorts. Oh, that's a classic! What did you think? It was very scary. I liked it. I prefer comedies myself. Have you seen the new Buster Keaton one? The cameraman? I don't know who that is. Oh, he's great. You gotta see Sherlock Jr., that's my favorite. Really, it's Terrific. I realized I wasn't getting anywhere. We were going in circles. I tried asking her about the rain. She looked surprised, glanced around slowly. As she realized it was raining, I could see she wasn't really into it. She wasn't really understanding what was happening. Yeah. Yeah, it really is raining. Yeah. What a night to be out on the road, huh? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, you read any good books? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh, yeah. H.G. Wells is great. Have you seen his new one? War in the Air? I didn't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forget the name, but it was terrible. His early works are his best. Like The Time Machine. Yeah, I love that one. I'm glad we were able to find something we could connect on with, yeah? So, do you know where I could get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out, and the driver sent me to find some more. The bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Okay, then. We stared in silence as I tried to figure out what was going on. I figured I could keep going, and we would just have this conversation for ages, as we just stared each other in the eyes. Seconds turned to minutes. Minutes turned to hours. Hours turned to days. But I wasn't about to give up. My quest was something important. I needed to make sure she knew somebody cared. That somebody was watching her, keeping her company. She, on the other hand, was sick and tired of my bull. She thought that I was annoying her, keeping her focus on something other than it should have been on. She wasn't much of a noticer. Things were interesting. They were tense, but at the end of the day, as I kept sitting there, rambling, ambling, turning my attention towards other things, she really just was eating up every second of the conversation. And it was glorious. We spoke for hours, or rather, I spoke for hours while she sat in the rain and listened. Good to know it's not compulsory. I love the idea of going to the boxing gym and, oh, the filling station. I walked to the filling station. It looked like things were going interesting. They sold spark plugs, canned goods, a whole pyramid of oil cans in the corner, postcards in the other. I made a few witty retorts about the invisible nature of the postcards, found the snacks. One was left on the shelf. I took it. It was a cheese loaf. Nobody in their right mind considering cheese loaf a snack. Except for me. The cash register was pointed towards the front of the store. Being as the place had been long since shut down and things were final, I decided to elude it. Try and take what I could. If it wasn't good enough for the storekeep, it wasn't going to be good enough for anybody else. So I might as well put it to some use. There was an old baseball bat leaning against the wall. I took it. Kept it in hand, just in case. The sign said, employees only. Was I an employee? No, I wasn't. Well, since the place was out of business anyway, I didn't think it would hurt anything for me to go back there. I thanked the sign and I walked into the back. They had another one of them radios. It was fascinating. Broken, but nice. It was top of the line. Everything about it was fancy. There was a desk, optimized for doing gasoline-related business. I searched through it looking to see what I could. I found 4 drawers containing nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one, however, was locked. I knew I'd have to come back and search it at some point, but things were out of hand as I looked through the old axle grease and paint shelves, stacking up in the corner. Looking over each shelf, I found one that was laden with miscellaneous widgets and doodads. Didn't have any use for any of them. Not that I knew really what they were. I was far from an individual who could do any sort of repair work. But I kept finding, I kept going, and I kept moving, checking out literally everything. I looked at the corner of the room in case there was an invisible man hiding out in the darkness, waiting for me, watching, whimpering. A strange machine. I didn't know quite what it was. The sign said something. Ancient ruins. I wasn't entirely sure what it had said, as I wasn't exactly the best at reading. But it said, I think, stand clear of lift before dying, Steve. Control for lift car thing. I knew that by pressing it, I would do something. The old flivver looked promising as a source of gas, but I couldn't reach it while it was on top of the lift. I knew I had to get it down some way or another. The old tool chest wasn't going to be any use either. The good tools already long since gone. I looked at the fuse box, and I opened it. As advertised, it was a fuse box containing one fuse. However, the fuse was broken. Probably not intended. Keep an eye out for a replacement. I knew that I had a quest. I had something I needed to find. A toolbox of some kind. Something that could really get me going. Get me understood. I figured out that, quickly, this place didn't exactly have the most power. Then I remembered it. The old shelf with the doodads. I searched, and sure enough, hidden, I found it. A single unblown fuse. Things were starting to come together. It was starting to get crazy. I replaced the fuse. There we go. I knew deep down inside we'd have ourselves some way to get things sorted, get them proper. I pressed the lift control button, and it floated. Back down towards the ground. There's part of me that wanted to be crushed by the standing lift, just to spite the sign. But I didn't know. Interesting. The car was missing its gas tank, but there was a big gas of gasoline in the cup holder. I poured it in my can. Confused. Concerned. We didn't have quite enough space to get to the actual vehicle. There was nothing interesting in the car, but there was also no interest for a year if I'd like to buy it, and I wouldn't like to. That said, it would have certainly made something special if I had actually had a fuel tank in there. I kind of still wanted to. Wanted to take the place, wanted to take the thing. A locked shelf. It all started occurring to me. Something was strange. Something wasn't quite right in this place. I went back to check on the girl, see how she was doing. I wanted to talk to her and make sure she was okay. We had a thrilling conversation. It lasted several more hours. We stood there in the rain, talking for ages. She was really interested in me. I have to say, she was head over heels. I wished her good luck and let her on her way. I saw a field of corn in the background, and a house. It looked like the perfect place to check out. The man looked me in the eyes. He was surprised that I just wandered into his front house. Hey, I don't mean to be unfriendly, but this is a private residence you just barged into. Oh, sorry. I was embarrassed. A great deal so. Everything's so desolate outside, I just assumed the place was abandoned. Well, come morning you'll be right, so you might as well get in out of the rain for a spell. Thanks. Name's Himawari. Well, howdy, Himawari. I'm Elias. Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home. I decided to look around. I saw it. There were bears, gears, tears, shares, and glass rings. Class rings. Interesting. The place was interesting. Those doors that weren't used. A rifle over the fireplace. A weird device on top of a box. And the back of the farm, where he'd been clothing, his gun. I wasn't going to steal it from the old man, as it was still his house. There was a scarecrow firing a gun in the distance. I didn't know whether I'd be able to handle it. The barn doors locked. The entire place seemed strange. You'd have to be impenetrably dense to wander into these woods. Interesting. I tried talking to the old man. Elias was looking and mumbling, and he checked off his mental to-do list. So, you're moving on? Yep. I finished packing, so now I'm just waiting for the movers to come and take this last load of stuff. You've got movers coming in the middle of the night? No, in the morning. I went and packed up my teddy bear and forgot which box he's in. I can't sleep. I see. Why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. I never particularly cared for farming anyhow. Kinda just fell into it, you know. So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble we get up to. I heard him rambling. I couldn't really understand half of what he said. In fact, it kind of bored me. So I just smiled and said nice. Oh, so what's your story? What you doing out in a night like this? Well, I got a letter from my uncle. Sounded urgent, so I hopped on a bus to Ocean City. Ain't sure how to tell you this, but you's got some ways to go yet. Yeah. Bus ran out of gas. Driver sent me to scavenge more. I gotcha. There's no gas can out in the back. You're welcome to her. Gotta warn you, though. Gotta fight my daughter for it. Well, Technically, I should say daughter's monster. It's the thing some daughter Simone built. What? See, my kid's a real tech whiz. She built an auto-ominous robo-traption to help with plowing, harvesting, and like. Worked real nice, too. Problem is, after she left, it blew a wet what's-it-tube and got violent. I'm pretty good with machinery, but when it comes to newfangled electrics, may as well be a dog trying to lead a Play-Doh. So I locked it in the barn. Ah, I see. The man was crazy, hallucinatory. You're welcome to try your hand against it if you mind, too, but be careful. A lot of sharp bits on it. Here's the key. I noticed that his voice changed over time. Are these boxes really full of bears? You teddying one of these? No, those boxes are all canned pears. Had a little fun writing the labels is all. You want a can? Got one that didn't fit. I thanked the man and took the can. I was looking for his teddy bear. What's with the box of gears? I asked him. Simone left those behind when she went to school. Figured I should keep them for her. Told her that made sense. Told him that it was a good idea. These boxes are tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. Can't put neither of them in boxes. Don't make any kind of sense. I was looking for his bear. I knew that it was around here somewhere. What's in here? Stocks? Scissors. I realized that something had gone wrong. He wasn't exactly the most clever of individuals, but I realized that in a world where almost everything was written by text and I had to narrate it myself if I wanted to hear anything, something was wrong. I asked Elias about the box full of class rings. He told me there were 140 of them. I wondered if he went to college that many times. He assured me he didn't, but he does collect them. He also assured me that they weren't rare, but they're all different in interesting ways, and shiny. The collecting trifecta. I thought it was nice, but I also thought that for some reason, he wasn't really telling me everything there needed to be told. I knew he was keeping something from me, and I knew I had to find his teddy bear if he was ever going to get a night's sleep. Hey, what's with this door? I asked him, wandering aloud in the night. Oh, that's Simone's room. Hopefully she ain't left anything important in there, because I plumb forgot how to work that crazy lock. I see. It was interesting. There was a lot here. I asked him if I could use the bathroom. He seemed confused, concerned. I explained to him that I have a natural gift, an unnatural affiliation for understanding where the bathrooms were. I headed into the farmer Chekhov's house's bathroom, and I looked about. There was a claw bathroom in the corner of the room. Claw bathtub. A mirror, like back home, and a modern toilet. I gazed into the mirror. I saw myself. Smiled. Frowned. Scowled. Worried. Cringed. Freaked out. Closed my eyes. Then went back to normal. I saw what was going on. This was something special. It seemed to be some sort of way to change my facial expression. So that I could be special. It was strange. I didn't fully understand it. I went over and I flushed the toilet, hoping it wouldn't come back to haunt me later. It was strange seeing a toilet flush, but I gained 5 experience points. Made me feel special. I talked to him again. Didn't have anything to say. Asked him about his gun. Are you leaving the rifle behind? Yep. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going there ain't any varmints. There's vermin and critters, but the almanac don't list any varmint qua varmint, if you know what I mean. Oh, I know what you mean. No need to fret over it right now, in case that's the gun for later. Later? Yep. Much later. You get it? I'm Chekhov. Yeah, it's Chekhov's gun. See, it's a pun. See, it's a pun. It's a pun. Because you see the gun, and then you get to use it later. I saw the old man going insane. Crazy. What's this funny-looking thing? I looked over the box. It was strange. That's a duck call. What's it for? I asked the obvious question, and he told me it was for calling ducks. I understood that it was something strange. He told me the thing was haunted. He didn't know exactly what, but some spiders got it, and it sounded scary. A haunted duck call. I looked over the thing, and I was interestingly perplexed. He told me there were spiders in it. And part of me wanted to forget that entirely, but I knew I'd never be able to. Reduces the enemy's muscle, physicality, and moxie by 1 when you honk it at them. I knew in the back of my mind that things were optional in terms of fighting, and I wanted to try and find a way I could get around the entire combat without having to fight. It would be bizarre. The Scarecrow was scaring me. I also took the rusty pistol. I considered that the gun would be highly safe for me to utilize. The kind of thing that really made sense. I utilized Chekhov's barn key, understanding that I could click it and go in. Looking inside the barn, I walked back outside, understanding that things were terrifying. I have this reoccurring nightmare of searching something in a haystack. Looking over, I could see it in the corner, guarding the gas. It was going wild, crazy, haywire. Based on the arrangement around these things, there's a machine for turning hay bales into loose hay. No. Hay. Machine. Bale. Monster. I saw the rusted cabinet. It was rusted shut. I didn't have enough muscle for it. There weren't enough tools. There wasn't enough anything, really. I'd been concerned. I looked at the XP. It was fascinating, wasn't it? Seeing those things. I realized that if I got enough XP, I might be able to make things work. The thing was stumbling, bumbling. If I want to do anything, I need to train. So I decided to train against the crow. The Scarecrow. There was a crow. There were some rocks. Hey, maybe I shouldn't blow the thing. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna kick my backside. Hey! I'm being helped by crows. Okay, that's 2 physical damage. That's 2 physical damage. Throw it. Yeah. Okay, so I can throw the rock. Then I can hit him. And then I'm better off. I realize it didn't give me a class. Why, thank you. Alright, throw it. Yeah! Huzzah! I got 5 experience points. Oh, I thought that would be a repeatable thing where I could train. Oh no. Huh. It's an old tractor with a rag shoved in where the gas cap could be. I pulled the rag out and sniffed the tank. There's a little gas left there. I got some of the gas out of the old tractor. Didn't seem like he'd need it if he wasn't going to be doing any farming. Then I walked back the other way. I walked into the building. I got confused. I realized something. Something I'd forgotten earlier. Something that hadn't occurred to me this entire time. Lydia. The daughter. Not the daughter. Okay. I realized I was dumb. I hadn't done a thing. We had 2/3 of the trip. Mr. Bus Driver. He told me I needed to keep looking. He told me I hadn't gotten nearly enough. I decided to walk in the road. It made me feel special. It made me feel dangerous. And just walking in the road, not understanding what I could do and what I couldn't. I saw something. A weird plaque where Lydia was standing. This exact spot. On the 13th of October, 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T by Hiram O. Curlins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. Ooh. Whoa, dead for 20 years. I felt sad. Very sad. I wanted to make sure that she could have a good day. At the end of the day, all I found was that she was already a ghost. It made me feel sad, frustrated. There's a turtle stuck on its back. I wondered why I wasn't helping it, and then I helped it. It was kicking. An old billboard from before the war. Blue cola, red cola. I saw it. They drove this boxcar out here, took the track away. Then I realized something. They were right. I didn't have to fight anything, but I really wanted to. A cheerful-looking hobo was tooting idly on a harmonica. I told him my name, and he said his name. We had a nice little introduction, and I explained that I wasn't from the area. He told me the whole country was his home, and that I was his neighbor. I thanked him. It made me feel happy. Then he told me something that chilled my bone to the core. He told me that I could be a trespasser that needs to get off his property. Then he explained he was joking. It made me happy. Then he offered me some clam jerky. I asked him where he was from, and he told me he was from Hawaii. It was interesting. I didn't know exactly how he could make the rails from Hawaii, but the fact that he did told me that there was actually a train system that ran all the way from Hawaii back here. It was highly comedic, and it was interesting. A one-way trip. It was fascinating. I asked him if he lived here, but he told me that he was just camping out, staying in the area. He told me that things were interesting. It was a bull. While I thought that it might have been a cop, I knew deep down inside that he meant a literal, physical, heating bull. An interesting thing. And that he was gonna rip my hands off me. I asked him if he had any plans in the future. And he told me that he wanted to go to a camp in Ocean City. He mentioned something about word on the wall. And I thought to it for a moment, and I thought for a long time that things might be a little bit silly. I looked over the clam jerky while I was thinking about this, and he told me that he doesn't like the clam jerky that he gave me. But he knew. I asked him about the knapsack, as I was contemplating what he said about the slugs in the jerky. He told me it wasn't his. It was here beforehand. And nobody can open the thing. It had a puzzle. Bet man's stealing it. I saw it over. It seemed to be some sort of a skill bag. Then I collect a few. And I decided to dig for some things. I found a class ring. Something that an old guy would have collected. It made me happy. It was an incredibly heavy door. I didn't have enough muscle to take her down. Topeka, Kansas. 1,200 miles from the nearest town. In one direction and 6 miles from the other. I knew exactly where I was. I was up the creek without a paddle. I told him about the ring that I found. Handed it to him and he looked it over. 17 SIT. Got one of these in faux emerald, but not faux sapphire. He told me about the collection methodologies behind it. How it had magic enchantment. I told him it was all his if he wanted it. He thanked me, admired it more, and stuffed it into his pocket. I told him not to mention it. I was just trying to do what was nice. He told me I had another skill point. I could have gotten just about anything. It was interesting. I had 15 points. What I could get, good eyesight. 20% item drops, 20% meat. It could have been helpful in the long term. Instead, I looked through and I tried to decide what would I do. Quick wit, strong back, or fashion sense. At the end of the day, I realized what would be the perfect fit for me. Quick wit. After all, I was the smartest man in the entire country right now, as far as I was aware. There was a lot that was going on. It made a lot of sense. I told him about the scarecrow. I informed him that it shot me with a gun. He seemed not too surprised that his scarecrow had shot me. And I was no too surprised that things were a bit off. This entire place seemed strange, seemed weird, seemed bizarre. I remembered the old gas station had that little pump. I decided to go back into the building, see if I could, and try and check out and find out what had been going on inside of the automotive shop with that strange machine. Then I realized I still didn't have enough moxie. Mr. Callahan. I needed one more. I'd have to find some way to get one more point of experience if I was ever going to get through this. I had the full can of gas, but I wasn't quite ready to leave yet. Things weren't quite making sense for me, and I decided that things could be a little bit better if I just went through life and explored. I walked back down to the boxcar, unsure of what I was doing. Then I walked back the other way, wandering in the rain and enjoying every single moment of my life. And I realized that I was quiet. Too quiet. The entire world had been going around me the entire time, and things weren't quite working out how I wanted them to. I walked back and I walked forth, and then I walked back again. What was I doing? I thought to myself. I couldn't really believe what was going on, but I knew something was. Okay, this is getting old. But I kind of want to keep doing it. Okay, let's see. Can I? Oh, I'm not gonna get past him? Alright. Hey, buddy. Dante the Starling wakes up. Honk. Come on, you little... I guess Dante the Starling is following me for some reason. Oof. Hey, look at that. He's a little friend. I'm gonna pelt it with rocks and then we're gonna get through this. It's a shame. He's like, oh, it's optional, you don't have to. Screw you, I'm gonna do it anyway. Well, I mean, to be fair, she probably could have fixed it and then would have been happy to have it. But you know something? I'm not the type to turn my back on perdition. We're gonna destroy everything. See, I got that, I got that. I don't have the mysticality, but you know what? I don't care. Hey! I wish I could find that teddy bear of his. It's gotta be around here somewhere. At least the spare bedroom. Ain't even bothered since the Dust Devil got in. Dust Devil? Yeah, critters are nuisance around here. They attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly. Lost my broom back in 26. Been a real, nutrient-rich environment. I walked in. Looked at a bunch of books. Got a free book in my inventory. I looked in. The handgun's tail. I didn't have enough mysticality to understand it, but it was kind of funny. Gained 10 meat in an old wallet. Didn't have anything to do with that loose floorboard, but the fact that it could be there made me realize that things were interesting. I'm fighting the Dust Devil. And immediately, I got 4 bleed damage. It was a bad idea. I thwacked him, right on his stupid little face. I realized I had bleed damage. I was going to die. There was no way I could beat him. No way, but I still had to try. He stabbed me right in the heart, and I died right on the spot. He said I should have listened to him. However, I was dumb. So I decided to keep fighting, over and over again, trying to figure out what I could do. I realized that things weren't going to go my way. Baby, can you go my way? Baby, can you go my way? I realized there was no possible way I could potentially win this, but I decided to go again anyway. Under the vain hope that there'd be some sort of secret sideline if I just died enough. I should have listened to it, but nothing happened. There was no benefit. There was nothing good. Nothing I could have gotten out of this. I wasn't going to be able to get his teddy bear. Not yet. I had to try and get something, figure something out. Then, it hit me. It hit me strong. It hit me good. Dante the Starling, my friend. Muscle plus 1 physical damage. There it is. Moxie plus 1. I tried looking through my stats, seeing what was better. Turned out, mysticality was the best. I could increase my mysticality by 1. Then I'd be able to go back. I'd be able to go back and I'd be able to get the bonus. I realized what kind of game this was, what kind of experience. The kind of place that would let you have access to certain things. And other things. And then other things still. And even more things. There's an engraved plate on the side. Helico, portable gas generator. Machine for generating portable gas. I found out that I could get 166% full gas can. It was nice. I wanted to make sure that we could get everything we needed. Get everywhere we needed. Get it proper, get it cool, get it nice. I realized I still didn't have any sort of item that would be able to get me any sort of mysticality. But I didn't have quite enough myself. If only I could have had max stats. It was strange. It was a problem. Then I realized, if I just had enough Moxie, I'd make it. Yum. What? It was muscle. Yep. I did it improper. I wasted my time. I wasted everybody else's time, too. Literally everything was improper. Everything was off. A carving on the trunk of this train. How he loves playing the harmonica. It was nice. A sheet of filthy linoleum on the ground, in an effort to keep the legitimacy to the outdoor kitchen. Gasoline. 200% full. There was no way we'd be failing now. And then, I found it. Illegal. I equipped it. My mysticality was soaring. And then I felt pretty bad because I wasted the ability to increase my mysticality. Then, I did it. I took the bull by the horns. I honked. It was kind of adorable. I flipped his burgers. He took 3 damage. Then he decided to go on me, right directly in the face. It kind of hurt a lot. Stabbed me. But at least I had my bird friend. Birds never betrayed you. They understood what was going on. They knew how to hang out. They knew how to have fun. I realized with my increased Moxie, my increased HP, my increased everything, I'd be better. A 1911 Ford milk crate for wheels. Model never takes off. And it had a gas can. I realized that I was going to get as much security as I possibly could. I didn't want to leave anything unturned. I wanted to get literally everything I possibly could. I dealt with the railroad bull for it. That's a service for the hobo community.
Hey, I'm not gonna forget this.
So there's that. I knew I'd be seeing him again. Someday. Some way. Somehow. Somewhere. Over the rainbow. Way up high. With an understanding of mysticality in my mind, I realized there was some way I could get this entire place under my thumb. It just required a bit of ingenuity, a bit of understanding, a bit of propriety. I read that terrifying plaque one more time. I missed her. She was a good conversationalist. She was good to me. Kind. Pleasant. I decided to fight the thing. It stabbed me directly in the face. I threw the rock. The rock was thrown. I flipped it. Right over in the middle of the thing. I knew that if I could just get a proper run-through, I'd be able to do it right. My bird gave me a bonus of mysticality. And with that bonus, I was able to take him down. I took down the Dust Devil and I gained some experience points. It was perfect. The farmer's house was cleansed. The Dust Devil was removed. I'd saved him. I'd saved the entire city. I talked to him and told him about the Dust Devil. He thanked me. And it was a snap of my fingers. It was a snap of my fingers.
Yeah, okay, I was dumb. You need to use those 3 items. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I want to get everything. New game. If we just skip literally everything, I should be able to do this proper. Hey, look, it's me. I'm generic. Thank you. I might actually be able to go back in here and talk to these people. Yo. Kotetsu. Himawari. Wonderful. Does it? Nope. I just really want to help. He's family. Talk to the guy for the coffee. Avoid the addictive substance because I don't want to eat any addictive substance. You're welcome. It's the last thing I want. Oh, okay. So that's not... I can't skip. I can't skip. I wish I could. That'd be nice. I guess I didn't remember that. So, guys. I know, the completionist in me is a horrible thing, and I should have saved before I did these things. But now, anytime I'm going to use a permanent item, I'm going to save. And I'm going to make sure we can get all of the items we possibly can. Cool. Cool. I am not left-handed. Thank you for the flashlight. We want to go through. Ah. Never do anything permanent until... Cool. Baseball bat. Oil cans. What? Apparently I did work at a gas station? What? I do. I'm not restarting that cutscene. Look up my name. Hey! Okay. I'll be darned. Here's your file. You really do work here. Alright. Heck yeah. I worked here. It's great. Wait. Oh, there's a personnel file from the abandoned gas station you worked at. Heck yeah. Alright. I like that. You know what? No. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I worked here, guys. I got the fuse from the place where I worked. Oh no, the boss, he locked this stuff. We're building character. Oh, wait. Oh, darn it. I thought I'd be able to, like, do cheese loops. That is cool. Okay. So I worked at this place. Oh, that's cool. So I can just do the roleplay stuff and decide. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to work here. It's great. Okay, no, there wasn't anything there. Fighting is optional. Yeah, but it is fun. I talked to her a lot. She was friendly. Alright. I'll go back to that later. I want to help that. There you go. I helped him. Oh, no. Asking about all the things. Asking about the thing. Chekhov's gun. I don't know what you mean. Guns for later. Much later. It's Chekhov's gun. Blah, 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 blah. Talk about the gears. Ask all the things. Come on. I know. We are going to do all of the things that I think aren't permanent. You know what? I've decided I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be a happy little friend. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I got a thing. What did I get? Hey, advanced shooting techniques. Wait, it's a gun written? It's a story written from the perspective of a gun? That would be amazing. How did I miss that the first time? Okay, so if I get enough mysticality, I will learn some wacky, crazy techniques. I've learned about his obsession with the collections. I've learned about that. I haven't done anything permanent yet. Well, I have, but you know what I mean. I haven't killed the scarecrow. Yet. So I need to try and get 3 muscle. Okay. I'm gonna try to get 3 muscle. I need to try to get 3 mysticality. Okay. If there was some way to grind for experience, that'd be amazing. I need to try... I don't know why I'm already trying to completionist this. Oh no, she gone. But she was so friendly. Hey, you know what? I am happy I still got to talk to her. A little bit of Gaslight to put in my hose. I can get a hose. Ain't got no hose. Turtle's heading to Ocean City too. I want to take him with me. He's Bert. He's Bert the turtle. He's very alert. Yay. Oh, Bert, you're going to Ocean City. Hey, little friend. Oh, hey. Oh, he's so friendly. Okay, so that... Okay, what does he got? Each round of combat, he heals by his mysticality. Or, each round of combat increases one of your stats. Okay, well that's handy. So it's got a 1 in 3 chance of being useful. Okay. I can get behind that. I'm guessing it's not a permanent fix, but hey. Wait a second. Feels like there should be a hidden door somewhere here. Also, I still need to find that key. There's a key somewhere. Interesting. What? Oh, yeah. One-third. I wonder how many thirds I can get. I wanted to get under there and get crushed. It made me sad. Crush me, Lift Shen. Crush me with your amazing crushing ability. Oh no, wait, that has a different meaning as well. No. 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 Alright. What? There we go. Yeah, it'll be fine. Dialogue, combat. Cannot say. Oh, I can't say. Fights, stat challenges, and some puzzles. So wait, I can just like. Wait. What? Dynamic range render. Woo woo woo. Oh, that gets me. Total playtime. Skip confirmations. Oh. Okay. Won't encounter spiders. I'll encounter so many spiders. Oh no! Wait! No, that's awful! You will encounter so many spiders? Wait. Will there be hidden spiders? There's arachnophobia and arachnophilia. Oh, wait, are there gonna be spiders in here now? Oh man, I can't wait. Oh, that's gonna be so dumb. Oh, that's gonna be so dumb. Okay, character sheet, how much XP? I've got 10 unspent XP, I need to get 5 more XP. I should be able to get some easy XP from him if I do this in the proper order. I kinda wanna do a mysticality build. So the first thing I need to do is I need to... Okay, so I've got a few battles that we're going to need to do. Those are going to be fine. Somebody must have hated this boxcar. Oh, hey! Oh, no. You sure? You sure I don't want to... Sure we don't want to go to Topeka? Hey! Cool. Just spam all the buttons. Skip it like we're playing. Okay. Okay, so that'll require 3 moxie. We've got this thing that requires 2 muscle. that I should be able to do without a permanent upgrade to the muscle. Because we're gonna need... Okay, I want to do this proper. We need at least we need 2 of that. Okay, that'll be able to get me to 2. For this. I don't know what the gas station personnel file is, but you know, if I never need to get a job, at least I've got, you know, job security in that sense. I've got this thing. I should be able to do that. Alright, let's look at the inventory. What's the ring do? Makes everyone think you attended SIT or mugged somebody who did. Alright, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna give this guy this so I can get the XP. Hey, I found a ring. It's all yours. Hey. Character sheet. Okay. The muscle's already at 2. That needs to go to 3. If I can get one of these... Okay, there's the question. Do I fashion sense first for Moxie? Do I go for mysticality? Do I go for muscle? Okay. Let's try and think here logically. I am gonna need muscle. I am gonna need Moxie. What are you? Okay, no. You're muscle. It's muscle and muscle. It's 2 things for muscle. Nice barrel. Nice barrel, but it'd be nicer if it had anything in it. Watering trough for longer. Hey! I didn't notice you. Farmer's daughter's fishing rod. I'll test my fishing rod. Hey, that was fun. Good practice. Alright, there's a cabinet that's rusted shut. We get him over there. I need to take care of that. Wait! The cabinet that's rusted shut probably has... Hey, I wanted to tell you about your sisters. Yeah, your sister-daughter's stuff! Be kind, rewind, be kind. So I will need muscle. I am going to need muscle. So if I can get the muscle up to 3, I can take care of that. I can take care of that. That's 2 instances. Honestly, it'll be very useful. Cool. That's going to be 2 instances of use versus the none that I found so far. Cool. Cool. Gas cans. Sweet. If I can beat you, I'll get in a better position. I don't think I need any strength for anything else there. If I go over here, I should be able to hit 3 strength. I've got 3 strength. So I can get back here, get in here, get in here, get over here. That's not 3 strength yet, but if I... Inventory. Clam jerky. 3 strength. Wonderful. Medicinal gas. I thought that was going to be something to be able to help with that thing. Huh. Okay. Fair enough. Strong back. That's one muscle. Perks effects. What is my total? Oh, I have to go to inventory. I've got 3 muscle right now. What do you do? Your muscle plus physical. Gotcha. Cool. Haunted duck tall. Phenomenal. Okay, if I bust you, you're gonna be permanent. Alright. Okay. I don't have to fight anything, but that doesn't tell me that I don't have to fight everything to get completion. I probably do have to fight to get completion. If I'm honest. Alright. That's Moxie. That one's the Moxie. Alright. Take the bull by the horns. Decreases all of these by 1. Wonderful. Whack him. Get some through. Ignores me. Take some damage. Alright, let's see what we do. Okay, good. Throw it. Then I smack it, and then he goes down. Hey! Phenomenal. Wonderful. Alright, that should be... Got 5 unspent XP. I get this. Boom. It's another XP. I'm probably not going to be able to get everything here. But, if I go over here... I go over to the house and I fight the scarecrow, I should be able to get... No. If I fight you... Yes, I'm sure. This is going to be very close. I can't afford to waste time debuffing him. I need to get him killed as fast as possible. 3 HP, 2 HP, that's 5 HP per. I should be able to get him done. Yep. 3 HP, 5 HP, and done. Phenomenal. Cool. I don't understand. What is the loose floorboard? The loose floorboard probably means that there's something that can be done. The problem with so many of these games is they're designed to get you thinking. Now I've talked to him. Wait a second. Loose floorboard. Hang on. I get 5 XP from that. Okay, so if I get... I should be able to get one of these up. I could probably either get the Mysticality or the Moxie. I'm probably not going to be able to get both. That's a good question. Which should I go with? This is the fun of driving these things. I really do enjoy this, by the way. This is fun just doing things. You know what I mean? It's a shame that she got hit by a car and died. The Mysticality check just gets me fuel. Is there anything else that'll get me fuel plus something else? I realize I'm going through like a tutorial area and I'm trying to analyze everything. No hose. Where have I seen a hose? Wait, I can fish in it? Yeah, but it was funny. I thought there might have been something in it. I want to go fishing. I want to fish in everything. Sup. Not quite yet. I'll be with you in a moment. Yeah. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned. In fact, I'm going to turn all of the stones. Okay, why can't I just pull out the cable from one of you? That probably means that there's a cable somewhere that I need to find. If I want to do that properly. Wait a second. I hope that doesn't haunt you later. I hope that doesn't haunt me later. Maybe. Okay, there's a weird machine. Backpack, which is probably just going to have diesel as well. The backpack's probably also just going to have diesel. And we still got a crow to fight. Do we? I don't think so. Yeah, we do. Okay, speed him up. Hit him with a rock! Boink. Boink. Hey! If I can just... Yep, instant. Oh, I can level up the people with me, too. Pull the rag out, collect it. Phenomenal. Alright, where are we at? We're at 15. I gotta decide, do I want Moxie, or do I want the other one? There's a robot here. Robot is gonna be a fight. It's just gonna be a fight. This is fun. I love doing puzzle things like this, where you're trying to figure out how do I best secure this area. So if I'm aware of things correctly.
Also, my voice is suddenly going like this, even though I did my vocal warm-ups.
I think it's probably because of that stupid cough I had earlier. It is a potential. Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do a fresh vocal warm-up real quick, and to see if that's anything to do with this. You know, fuck it. You can hear it too.
Ba ba bo ba ba bo bo be ba 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 bo 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 A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. Stacy was a philanthropist. She picked a pile of pickled peppers with her friend Peter. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Moses should know his toes are not roses, but Moses has supposed erroneously. Who do you think taught him a thing like that? Thank you, English language. You are difficult, you are annoying, but you're also helpful for doing vocal warm-ups. He-ba-ba-bo. He-ba-ba-bo. Grace out dialogue options that cause combat. Hey, fantastic. That'd be funny. Let's see what we got. Yeah. I wonder why they added it in. Okay. Okay, I know for a fact the generator only gives gas. The generator only gives gas. This thing? It could be anything. It could even be gas. And you guys know how much I want gas. Wait a second. It requires moxie? Okay. Alright, which one of you gives me moxie? Mysticality. You give moxie. Yes. Character sheet. Increase moxie. Skill. Yes. Huh. Interesting. Small key in the bottom. Little silver key. Where could I go with a little silver key? Strange. Where have I seen a keyhole? Oh, the desk! Heck yes. If I go over the desk, I should be able to find what was in that shelf, that drawer, that potentiality. I look so happy. Let's see what's over here. Aha! The hose for pumping the gas. Heck yeah. Hey. That was fun. And I've got no XP. Strange, isn't it? Well, I don't think I can get that last one, which is a shame. There's got to be a way to, right? Is a terrifying plaque that I can read while I'm walking away from it? Hey. Hey, beat up your scarecrow. I wonder what's under here. Honestly, I probably screwed something up by flushing the toilet, and I probably would have been able to do whatever was required by not flushing the toilet. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Pacifist mode. I don't want pacifist mode right now. Screw you. Yeah. I'm gonna pelt you with a rock. Now I'm gonna beat you up. Ruining a child's hopes and dreams. Heck yeah. Gimme. Damn it. Hey! Moxie. Welding gloves. Well, I've got two things from the Moxie, at least. What do you do? Hot armor. Oh! So I could have used those. Protects your hands from errant sparks. Gives you hot armor. Gives you resistance against heat. Okay. That makes sense. And now I've got a fishing rod. Oh, deals muscle plus physical. What have I got right now? I've got moxie, not muscle. Oh. Used for fishing, definitely not fighting. This is moxie plus physical. So right now, I would want... Put the book away. Right now, I would want the pistol because of how my stuff is shifting constantly. Yeah. Strange, isn't it? I wish I could go to the second floor. That'd be nice. So I got that.
I got the scarecrow. I'm gonna pretend to be a farmer.
Hope I have time to reap my barley before it's time to slop the hens. Gotta trim the sheep before sunup. I'm gonna rake my sorghum and fertilize my fields. Time to plant the millet. Oh no! I have to till the rabbits. No, I meant to say I have to shear 'em.
Better slop the horses before the weather gets worse. Today seems like a good day to sow some buckwheat. I hope I have some time. I'm just gonna keep pretending. That was fun. Pretending is fun. Okay, wait. I got 10. I just need 5 more experience. There's gotta be something I can do for 5 experience. What can I do for 5 experience? What have I got here? It's like a quest item. Interesting. Personal file. Who do we have? Okay. Don't open in the rain. Get your stuff wet. Okay. Can I open it in here? Oh, it's just giving me lines. Okay, the grimy spatula does mysticality +2. Mysticality +2. What's my gun doing? That's +1. The mysticality seems to be the best thing. Holy moly. You kidding me? Yeah, no, even with this, the grimy spatula, the mysticality should be the thing you bump up because it's... Ah, okay. Yeah, because that mysticality would just slaughter everything. Yeah, I destroyed the thing, but she can probably fix it. That's how things work, right? Impenetrably dense. Where can I get that last 5 points of experience to be able to get the last thing that I need?
Hi, me. Bye, me.
Hello, Himawari. Bye, Himawari. Farmer's daughter bedroom door is locked. I'm guessing I messed up one thing to get everything.
Oh, that bugs me.
I hate when games do that so much. Terrifying plaque. I did read the terrifying plaque, yes. Cool. There must be a way. There must be... There had to have been a way, right? No, because if I hadn't have flushed the toilet, I wouldn't have... The only thing I can see left is that... Wait! I haven't talked to the guy to tell him that I destroyed the, plow boss, right? Plow boss? No, the, bull. Hey! Wait a second. I got a crowbar.
Hi. Yeah.
There. Now I've got a crowbar, which means I can plow up the pot. Oh, this is why I like this game. Gimme. What you got? There's a cellar down. Oh, Spodes. Look, Spodes. Do it. Hey. Yes, I'm sure. Gross old vegetables. Alright, let's see what we got. What are these decades-old vegetables? Reduces... okay. So if I'm having too much trouble, I can just bing, bang, boom. I'm gonna interrupt you. Oh no! Okay, is this all of them? No, it's just the target. Throw it! 3 physical. So that was 1 physical, right? Yeah, the rock is... No, the rock is 2. 1, 2. So 3 would kill it instantly. Okay, but it wouldn't kill you. Boom. So we got you. But no. You'll attack me. You'll jump. I've got 5 poison. That'll do a hell of a lot of damage to me. Okay, 7 poison. However, if I'm smart, I can boom, and boom, and boom. But no.
Okay, now I can mysticality. Thank you. Phenomenal. It is interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Never mind the fact that I found some spiders making love in the basement. I don't know if the farmer's bedroom's door. The farmer's daughter's bedroom door. Yet. Let's go! Let's go! I can do the mysticality now. Yay! Mysticality. Mysticality. This feels like an accomplishment, like a major accomplishment. Makes me so happy. Alright, let's see what we got. So I got 2 mysticality right now. We are going to eat this thing and increase my mysticality up. Now, mysticality plus 2. It's mysticality plus 2. You kidding me? Of course it's good. Heck yeah. Hey! I got achievable. Fill it all the way up. There we go. We got some reserves, baby. Alright. Anything else I'm forgetting? I don't think so. I got my letter of reserve, because apparently I was actually an employee here. I've got everything set up. You know, I mean, really, I can't think of anything. Wait, the bathtub. The bathtub. Wait! If I had gotten the fishing pole, I would have been able to fish out what was in the toilet. Okay, well, hey, you know, you win a few, you lose a lot. Oh, well. Hey, let's get out of here. Yeah, all aboard. You climb in the back of the bus and return to your seat. And I climbed in the back of the bus and I returned to my seat. Soon I was dozing off to the sound of the rain splattering on the window beside me. Unfortunately, barely an approximation of sleep. So to sleep, you slip into slow gradually. You don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. Plunkett Street! And you realize the meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils whispering ideas. Hey, kid, this is your stop, right? Better now. Don't get forgotten. What? All ashore is going to shore. Thank you for traveling with Willis Bosco. Ola War's surplus. Post of the night. Murray's Antiques. The bell at the door jangles as I walk into Murray's Antiques. Young woman at the counter line looks me up as I enter. Oh, hi. Must be Kotetsu. We don't get many customers this time of night. Or at all, really. Yes, that's me. You expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to mail. Name's Jessica. Oh, jeez, you're soaking wet. Come on in, I'll get you a towel. I walk over to the counter. Try not to drip any of my water on the vintage bric-a-brac. As Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf, pulls a tag off before tossing it. Thanks. Uncle Murray here? Letter wasn't specific. He isn't. You said that in an ominous way. Where is he? I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact, said it was going to be a rough one. I told him he should get some backup. He wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter, told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? It's an antique shop, right? You trying to talk Green Auntie Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfields? Sound like a deep, deadly spy mission. You make it sound. Yeah, this is gonna need some explaining. We've gotta help him. Jessica leads you into the back room, furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, hub of our operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques. Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, he found out there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are hinky? He called them tainted. Dark magic, bad mojo, cursed. Oh, for a second I thought you were making bathtub gin or something. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, it's not a front. And we do get some regular antiques, too. Seldom keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down these evil doodads and neutralize them if somebody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back. That's long and short of it. What do you say? You in? Oh, yeah, I can't just leave him in the lurch. Great. Shop door opens. A goblin poking into the office. Hello? Oh, hey, swell timing. Gabby. Murray's sister's kid showed up to meet him. What is that nonsense? I go by her, I go by them. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi. Hello. Pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear? Carry his luggage to Murray's room. Grab some blankets. Stuff out of the cupboard. Can't sleep till we find Murray. You got it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great. I could really use some sleep. Messages. None. Nobody need to call. Nobody at this desk. Charles Wallace. Handyman works there. Fixing a leak on the roof. He'll be back later tonight. I see. Cat. Cat's name's Calliope. Murray got her a few years ago. Scratched behind the ears. Why doesn't she like me? Yeah, she'll warm up eventually. Give her some sardines. She loves them. You have any? We're out. Darn it! They have them next door. Hairdresser? Chess. Clock. Oh, Jessica. Whose desk is this? Oh, that's Murray's. I keep nagging him to straighten it out. Before somebody bumps it, we have to call the Nat Guard. Oh, no. Will do. Maybe won't. I don't know. New bedroom. Hey. Hang on a sec, you can't go yet. Pretty sure I can. I bet I can do it right here while I'm still standing up. Haha, I hate to spring this on you. Something I need you to do. Anything for Uncle Murray. You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since info on them so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectatron 1000. We just got it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically on our doorstep. Doesn't sound good. It's not great. I was going to have Gabby get it. That's why she came over. But since you turned up out of the blue, hey, no time like the present. I'm probably not exaggerating when I say there's literally no time except for the present, as in there might not be a future. You won't have to go far, just down the end of the block, if the readings are right. Newspaper artists that got shut down earlier this year should be there. Gabby's going with you. She's good in a fight. Oh, jeez. Hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby. Get to the newspaper office with Himawari, and help him get that hat, okay? Okay. Gabby's ready for action. Let's mosey. Alright, fine. Said it's a hat. Cursed hat. Going to the readout. Men's fedora. What? Break in, take it? Not break in. You know, you got a spare key. That's still breaking and entering. You'll be out in the back. You'll be out, in and out. 20-minute adventure. It's fine. Oh, I love her dress. Oh, that's such a cool dress. I wonder where this door leads. Oh, a brick wall. Well, my uncle is strange. Gabby. It's all berries. Make small talk. Coincided. Gabby was looking at old clothes. Overheard Murray and Jessica talking about a mysterious thing to get. Adventure. You need some muscle. Lappy gums. Oh, okay. So she's been here all her life. 14 years. Huh. I wonder if I can get... Oh. So it's kind of falling down. Flapper. This Gabby is that Gabby. And the other ones are that Gabby. The Gabbies are the Gabbies are the Gabbies? So they're all Gabby. They've been here for 14 years, but it's not the same person. But it is the same person? Look at that. I wonder if I can... I just talked for ages. Call it war surplus. Going out of business. Well, I kind of went out of business. You sure? You say that all you... I want to talk to this homeless person. He looks friendly. Suits me just fine, I guess. Wise man said the rain falls and the pouring the rich and the wine. Name's Gus, by the way. Nice to meet you, man. Say you wouldn't have a cup of meat to spare. Sure. Thank you very much. I won't forget your kindness. Yeah, hey. It's no problem. You're having a good day. You're enjoying yourself. I'll help you out. I got some spare meat. I'll probably regret it later, but hey. No, I want to dig through the trash. Hey, Cologne. Cologne. Poor Elise, please. Well, hey, listen, my uncle lives here. I need a new place to stay. That could be nice, you know? I could make it happen. Stench armor by 1. Broken glass and drafts. Perfectly solid. Just people right into looking down. Ugh. Pretty horrifying. When it's dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander into alleys. You sure? Oh. Unlock. Secureberus. Building and loan. Alright, let's go. I don't want coffee. Half-finished document. Government corruption at all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, without referring any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been allocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report that... Read the slip. Curtis, I told you once, I've told you 100 times, not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on, which was expensive because it's a recent invention. As such, fully half your salary paid by government subsidies. That is to say, the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. You have to go away. We go way back, but you give me no choice. You're at your desk, scram. Tucker, got you the bottle you wanted. Stuck into the water cooler. The bird just can't find it and rat us out. Robson. First Hinden, then Carver, who's next? Venerable says if Burgess comes for him, he'll karate chop his desk in half. There, Curtis. P.S. What the hell's karate? What? Oh, that was that. The old AP feed? I don't like that. Half-finished letter. Reginald. I think Burgess is on to us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out as a letter instead just talking to you in person. Why am I doing it? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Burgess is on his way with a pink slip. Let's say who it's from. Under the water cooler. And I'm not paying you to pummel this cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean it out. Hit the road. Okay, so you like the word cockamamie I used up there? Slang to my coin. Ridiculous. Plausible. I think it's gonna call it catch on. That's a little cockamamie. Cockamamie bull patootie. Hey, cufflinks. Can I be a reporter now? Am I a reporter? Mysticality +1. Hot armor +1. Okay. Always check your sources. Nice. Hey, I can get bonus of +1 to Mysticality. That means if I can get up to... Okay, wait. If I can get Mysticality 3, if I can level up Mysticality with one more thing, I've got it to 5, and I can read the book to get the special stuff with my guns. Nasty old coffee. I could probably sell it, honestly. Couple pink slip. Carver, can't believe I have to tell you this, but it's against company policies to steal the printing press. You're fired. You're so fired. I need a new phrase to give it. Describe it. Giving you the axe. If I see you facing it again, I'll give you the axe and set you on fire. How did you even lift this thing? You had what? 5 accomplices? Unbearable. Ah, literally everyone else helped you steal the printing press so you could get it started again. Hey, pneumatic tube system operation manual. Fit trapdoor. Hey, nasty old leftovers. October 14th, 1908. Tragic accident. Certain to have no consequences. Today's tragedy occurred when Hiram O'Cullens, owner of the first mass-produced commercial automobile, registered to the state, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, a person standing on the side of the road attempting to solicit transportation for passing motorists. Fortunately for Miss Cullens, the notion of the vengeful spirits of the dead, that they might haunt the place of their demise in murderous, phantasmagoric rage has been rejected by modern science as rather unlikely. Okay, it's unlikely. Cool. I can go fishing. I'ma go fishing. I'ma go fish. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. A handful of clean water. You want to run that by me again, Chiefy? Yeah, you want to... Okay, what? Parisian bards declare independence. Claim debauched tavern as a sovereign city-state. Winning racehorses. What? Sorry, it's on the loop. I know there's probably some comedy in there, but... Boy. Ah. Fishman. Huh. What happened on July 22nd, 1917? Consult the manual. Okay, I'll remember that later. Okay, cool. Oh, hey. Underground Press. Some newspaper. Hey. What we got? Underground newspaper? Manifesto citing the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of the free press. Amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing bricks at a cat's head, which the cat didn't seem to mind. Okay. Fair enough. Wait, why are people gonna be... There we go. The top story from that date is the Ocean City's comptroller passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed the street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say the watchful eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any search. Ah, I see. You intentionally destabilize them so then you can have control over them and then they no longer... Alright, fair enough. Check it out. Consult the manual. Step 1. Green. Step 1. Push the green power on button. Step 2. Hold the pump. Engage the lever. Step 3. Adjust suction rate according to diagnostic indicators. Red light is A. Blue is E. Green D. Red A, blue E, green D. Alright, I can, blue E, green D. Ah, not grebe. Hey, welcome. Green on. 2. Three is suck rate. Yay, I've got notes. I've got notes. To abort, press the red power off. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to push the green button. Boom. Green button makes a click. Pull the lever. Thunk. Oh, I can just leave it up there? Oh, okay. Alright, adjusting the suction rate according to pressure diagnostic indicators. Red indicate... Okay, what's the, Okay. Yellow light. What? Red. Blue. What? Huh? Consult the manual. There's nothing on it about that. It's a yellow light. What? There isn't. What? Just suction rate. Pressure diagnostics. Alright. Board startup. Turn the knob. Uh-huh. It's a yellow light. I've got a red, blue, or green, but I don't have A, B, C, D. Okay, so that's B, C, F, and G. B, C, F, and G. Okay, what? Huh. Red, blue, green. I don't... Okay. I am going to push the red button to abort the startup process. Because... Okay, this clearly drops something over there to knock them out. I don't want to damage the damn thing. Let's gab with Gabby. Let's chew the fat. That's not helpful. I need to figure out what you're doing incorrectly. It's the operation manual. Citywide pneumatic. This is strange, ain't it? There's... I'm not gonna take a wild guess. That'd be pretty rough. If I can think of this thing proper, I might be able to get something there. Double check the pink slips. How can you lift it? Crazy. Handwritten. Water coolers. Bottle you want it. Under the water cooler, where you can't rat. Bottle is under the water cooler. Government corruption? Yeah. AP feed. Half-finished letter. Everyone's under the water cooler. Everything is under the water cooler. Nothing left here. Let's watch the AP feed. Cooking stew. Beef with lamb. Removes teeth to improve boxing skill. I can see how that might help, because you're not going to have the stuff go into your mouth again. You could probably replace it with something else. Boy disaster, Parisian bard, haircut, too much corn, lots of jacket. Nope, nope. Band dances. Band dances? Wait a second. 40 barrels of wine, cheese wheels. Yeah, there's nothing really in these. Fascinating. Fascinating. Well, I can. Check it out. Green button, pull lever. Turn the knob. Okay. So I know that it cannot, because it's yellow, unless it's actually red. So red would be A. Interesting. So it's definitely not green button, pull lever. What? Green button, pull lever. Turn the knob. Okay, so it's definitely not blue, E or D. So A, E, A, D, E are no. Try C. Oh no. Oh, I feel awful. Can I reload? You guys don't do the saving thing at all, do you? Can I not? You piece of shit. No. You little, no. No, I get it. I appreciate the people who are doing the credit. Why would you make that an option? No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Huh. Yeah, no. I feel bad about that. I'm gonna put on his hat. I should have talked to him first. Sure. I should have talked to him first or something. They probably weren't. You know, don't get the book by its cover and all that. Hey. How you doing? Yeah, I found it. Does creep me out a bit. Can't fit my finger on why. Feels like you have a headache, or you don't. What? That's our uncursing machine. I get the curse off the hat. Okay. Can we just put the hat on the machine? Why do I need to be involved? She needs a mind to get rid of to guide the uncursing process. Okay, sure. Subconscious. Listen. I don't need to know any of that. I don't need to know anything. Anybody want to play some chess? Yay. The Knight's Skeleton Trick. Yeah, fun shadow. I like fancy names. I like fancy names, okay? Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's Wallace. Hello, Wallace. What do you do around here? General handyman sort of stuff, keep the lights on, water running. Hey, cool, let me ask you something. How does the uncursing machine work? Porcelain cat figure. Okay. Three. Develop. Fun shadow. Pfft. I don't know what any of this means, so you'll have to forgive me. I don't want to advance a bishop. I do like the word flechetto. Okay. Advance. 3, 2. Wait a second. Ah, I see. If you get the armor, you can, it's a door to nowhere. Hello, cat. I got a hat. It's cute. I look pretty cool. I don't want to uncurse the hat. The hat's cool. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. I should have talked with the fish, man. I feel bad, but I also don't want to restart my stuff so I can do this. It'd be kind of nice if you could, you know, not hard lock me so I can try and, you know, do things without just cheating and looking up a wiki. Because you realize that's probably what I would wind up doing. Yeah, let's be honest. A lot of these games, the big problem with doing many things in video games these days is just the simple fact that so many people will just look up the wiki. You know what I mean? The cursed fedora. I've uncursed it. Yay! Sit down the machine. Positivity. Whoom. Hat rattle. Angry. Like a snake in a cement mixer. Thump. Flops in your lap. Yay! Now it's just a hat. The curse lives. Transfixes a dreamlike state. How do I get rid of it? Curses are like energy. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Isaac Newman? Newton Newman, yeah. Machine knows how to take a curse from one object, put it on itself. That's how you change a curse. I don't know. It's some higher consciousness spiritualist stuff. I don't know, Ed. I'm more of a Newman kind of guy. Newton Newman sort of guy. Sounds safe. Y'all do that. The Fedoral Reserve. Ah, I see. Okay, that's what we're doing. Rest now, I'll find you, mourner. What? Even in paradise, there's a killer? What? I'm so confused. Aye, Cutter. There's been a murdering. What doeth thou, Mordray? I didn't do the murder. That's all. What do you have? Only this. I is one of three. One of us always tells the truth. Oh, one lies and the third doesn't speak, but honks. If I find thee a liar, there's nothing I can do to save thee. Sin. None of us without sins. Mine don't run to murder. And how? Look for my brother. My brother speakers of three, brother. What? What? Perversion at its source. I hate this. What? Oh, okay. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. That still confuses me. What? But none of them honk. You lied about the honker. Okay. Big rot in the wood today, Cutter. And wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. I got so confused. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and sap cling to your skin. Shake them off like the cobwebs. Not sure what happened. As you turn over the terribly cursed fedora, you feel confident the curse which plagued the starchy thing is gone. I love it. Yay! Aw, it's a bright white hat. Hello, I has a hat. Hello, I have a hat. Hello, how'd it go? Always cool. Yeah, crazy dream. Shoot the breeze. Yay! I don't remember being this run down. What happened? The economy's terrific everywhere else. Are we in the 20s then? Okay. Knickknacks, tchotchkes, ragdoll on the top shelf. Simple desk with nothing. Hey. Empty space. Try to acquire things. That's the wrong style of television set, my friend. For the time period, that should first of all be... that would be a Philovision, right? No. No, this would be the early days, so you would have had... Philo T. Farnsworth was doing the Philovision stuff with the first, ever TV broadcast back in the day. You had the movie sets, and you would have had... First of all, the screens, even in, the 60s, were tiny little screens with massive TV sets. So this is a little bit... depending on the year, I could see it not being invented. What year are we supposed to be in? I guess it's a fictional world, too. But yeah, no, that's more like 1980s, 1990s television set. First of all, that should be about as tall as I am with a tiny little screen. If you're gonna do an older style. Maybe a little, circular screen. What? What? Huh. Yay. I got a stamp. Ah, well. My stuff exploded. Can't even work the doorknob. What? The stamp from the letter Murray wrote you is the only survivor of the luggage inferno. A picture of a cute dog on it. April 18th, 1906. Interesting. I'm gonna have to read that in the paper. Jacob Marley. A dream about school. Poster, my favorite literary. Oh, we're having dreams. What? 6 lockers. Oh, no, it's puzzles. Hello. Nice faces you've got there. Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. I'll figure it out eventually. What? How's it going? What? Uh-huh. Hello. I know who I am, but who are you? Academic advisor, time for you to choose a class, but I dropped out. Oh, I get it. This is where I pick a character class. Advanced kicking and throwing. Pig Skinner, Cheese Wizard, Jazz Agent. Weird time signatures 504 for Jazz Agents. Jazz is fun. I like jazz. Jazz is fun, but it's also kind of weird. Blues and jazz. They're both a little bit difficult to try and figure out. Advanced kicking and throwing. Class for Pig Skinners. Nah. I almost did that in real life before, so I don't want to do it again. I mean, there is Cheese Wizard. There is Cheese Wizard. I could summon cheese. I do like cheese. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go Jazz Agent. Yeah. Masters of syncopation and improvisation. Jazz agents use rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening. They do buffs. Pig Skinner. Muscle to solve problems in combat. They prefer their direct application of physical force, punctuated by the occasional loogie. Cheese Wizard. Trained Chef Maggie. Cheese Wizards use their intellect and mysticality to accomplish their goals. In combat, they wield hard elemental cheeses to damage their foes and soft, soothing cheeses to heal themselves and their allies. Okay, so that's the mage, of course. That's the fighter. Subtlety? No. I'm not gonna do subtlety. Give me an upfront. Go team. Doesn't say what you studied in. Cryptobotany, applied insectology, the psychology of rocks. Rocks and gems and their hopes of dreams. Plant-based arcana. You know what? I wanna... Oh, I love the idea of the psychology of rocks. Yes. Psychogeologist. Thank you. So I can go through the door, or I can help these people. Alright, I'll try and help them. Ants. Tiny shrine of Babe Ruth? What? Peanut butter? Empty? Cookbooks and they're all in French? What? I said I'd check the 7th one. Check the 7th locker now! Look at the papers. They've got your name. They're your papers. This summer I visited my uncle. My uncle's funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with my uncle. New library. Hey, I know which one is yours. I don't care. The 7th one. Now. Hint, neither one's me. Makes so much sense. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I hate it. But I also don't hate it. But I'm also here. But I'm not here. There's a door at the edge of time. I gaze upon it and I see the insanity of the abyss. Ah, the abyss. You can gaze into it for days. I have before. It's fun. The abyss is fun. Wait. 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 I'm gonna read it. I have an overdue library book. Ooh. First thing I want to do is I want to check out the... Oh, wait, what? Character sheet new. Oh, hey, cool. I see. said the blind man, peeing in the wind. It's all coming back to me. Boast your way out of anything. Okay, that sounds amusing. You know, pig swinger. Morning. How'd you sleep? Why are you wearing those wet clothes? My other clothes burned. You seem less surprised. Oh, okay. Yay. You can pick some clothes from the shop out front. Hey, you know what? Honestly, wouldn't be the first time I've gotten clothes from an antique store. Clothes is fun. Clothes is nice. Clothes. Another cursed thing. Interesting. Watch, pocket watch, wristwatch. Interesting. Password for the speakeasy's fiddlesticks. Maybe a to-do list. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, I'm gonna speak to you again. Had quite a good morning already. See the bookshelf over there? Just bought it. Real rare. 17 Oh. Ship's wheel. Bookshelf. There's the ship. Interesting. Charles just can't resist the antique bookshelf, man, and his amazing deals. Can't believe I slept through the bookshelf, man. All the books are in Latin. You know any Latin? That's check the books. Wait a second. Greta Magna. But I don't know what that means. I don't actually speak Latin. Latin is a dead language and it should stay dead. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, Latin certainly exists as a language. It is a dead language and it should stay dead forever. Welcome to Chapter 1. To Ocean City! Yay! Yo. Hey. How you doing? Hey there! My name's Kotetsu. Himawari Kotetsu. You can call me Himawari. Ah, fellow war enthusiast. I'm Herschel Wood. Heck yeah! War! Interested in any fine historical memorabilia? Let's go with the dubious grenades. Oh, they're probably fine. Why does the box say fine, then? Say, how'd you like to do some field research? Sure, why not? Dubious Cola Wars grenade. Just try them out next time you're in a fight, when you're all done. Let me see what's for sale. Ah, a Cola Wars gas mask. Ooh, that. Oh, I love it. I kind of wanna dress entirely in a World War I regalia. Oh, that would be beautiful. Cigarette rations. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Cigarettes are pretty good for getting water off the lungs. Cavalry Saber. Muscle plus 2. Mox plus 2. Bugle. Seltzer. Ah, I see. The PS-706. Field Manual PS-706 Trooper Morale Maintenance. Runs the combat skill Cheerlead. Increases all allies' muscle moxie and mysticality by 1. Government issued sardines. You can give them to the cat. Smelling salts. Surplus Cola Wars grenades. And a trench spork. Well, excuse me. Getting some sardines. There's a lot of ordnance for civilian shelf. You think there'd be a law against this kind of thing? Screw you, game. There doesn't need to be laws about that kind of stuff. War is for everybody. War is amazing. War is incredible. I love war. War is good for business. Hey, cat, I bought you something. Here you go. Oh, hello. Who's your cutest? Oh, hey, cool. Gather crafting ingredients from rocks. Okay, fair enough. Hey. sorry. I didn't see that last one. Physical armor. Hey, cool. I got her some sardines. I could probably lease the place out if I got enough meat. First thing, I'm going down here, and I am searching something. Yeah! Frisco Frights. This morning at 5:12 Pacific Standard, the city of Frisco was rocked by a massive earthquake, magnitude of which science has not yet agreed upon the method of measuring. The initial death toll is estimated as many as 500, though the number will certainly increase due to the fires currently raging across the city. There have also been strange, scattered reports from witnesses who claim to have observed unusual phenomena, such as beams of black light, subsonic laughter, and soul-rending nightmares. Though editors wish to point out, Frisconians are known for their fondness of psychedelic intoxicants.
Hey. That's ominous. Yeah, I agree. That is ominous. I got a new... Hey. Sweet. I feel bad about this. Can I, like, get these guys back? No? Alright. Uh-huh. I feel like I've missed something from there. And that everything is off forever. Oh. Do I? How much stuff can be under a welcome mat? Uh-huh. It's a maximum possible level of security. What about forelogs? In 28, the forelock system is still dismissed as an unachievable level of fantasy. Uh-huh. Interesting. Not sure this game's sense of humor is quite on the same level as the previous one. In terms of, I think that it's a bit... not up my alley super much. I like some of the comedy, right? It's just, it doesn't seem to have... I like the story, too. I like the story more than I like the comedy, honestly. Because the comedy just... something about it just isn't hitting as well as the other one. I'm not sure. I think that's a me thing. I think that's very much a me thing. It feels off. Something about it just feels really off. Fiddlesticks. Scout's honor. Yeah, don't bother him. He's bouncing. I do like spoons. Hey! I didn't realize you guys could talk. Talk about anything you like. Dickens, loud but the Bronze. What about Prompkins? Think their books are too long? Dickens? Books too long? Books too long? What books are the right length? None! I respect that. I respect that. Hey, at least I didn't kill him. At least I didn't kill him. I'll buy the man a drink. Buy him another drink. Buy him another drink. Oh. Damn it! I just spent like $45 getting a man drunk. This place confuses me. Hey, more of the symbols. Symbology. Really responsible for the elite. Hey, give me some activated charcoal and some gauze just in case. Huh. Bunch shot from the other side. Interesting. This platoon. Hey, baby, and welcome to Oliver's place. Whatever you say, baby. Are you the owner? Heck no. I'm Fancy Dan, the cocktail man.
Sorry, baby. Only one around here who carries a pocket watch is Oliver Glock. Left an hour ago to pick up our hooch. False Fancy Dan, the cocktail man. Ours Fancy Dan, the English teacher. It'd be from whom, not who. From the mob guys we always get. Whither went Oliver? The old refrigerator factory.
I see. How do I get there?
Hey.
Thanks?
Okay. Thank you. We're here behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street. Go out the alley, then head straight for the edge of the napkin. You can't miss the factory. Thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. Want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. Have a beer. Keep things simple. Thank you.
Single drink, just because it is the fashion. As the alcohol is the fashion of the time, I will do my part. At least they didn't get hurt. I'll be honest, at least they didn't get hurt. Hey, the Napa Ocean City. Let's go to the fridge factory, babe. What do you think of it?
I'll be honest, it's a little rundown.
Boardwalk. Check it out later. Yeah. Going to the factory. Hey there, boys. Hey. What's the club then? Don't a lot of the people bribe us more than we're on at the gate guys.
Pop bum egg. How do I join? What do you think? Give us your meat. 500. Can I not? Okay. You just attacked me.
We're gonna instantly get destroyed. Cool. Cool. Don't care. Anyway. Howdy, fella. Name's Perry McCartney. Ain't been able to find work in town. Chance you could spare 5 minutes so I can buy some caviar. I'm high, I figure. Sure, here you go. Thanks, fella. You're a good help. Not sure if the lamppost holding up the hobo or vice versa. Hey, pleased to meet you. Name's Dusty. Sup, Dusty? Not much. Hanging around. Gonna run a 3-card money down the boardwalk, but it didn't pan out. What happened? That fellow running the game that way, and I don't want to step on his toes. Man, courtesy, you see. Also, kinda scary. Yeah, about that kind of thing. Ain't looking to be murdered anytime soon. Yeah. Hey, no problem. Me? I got a big heart. Also, used to get manipulated in video games. It's funny.
Tiny building.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's for me. The feel is just not right. The humor isn't really hitting on the beats that I super want, but it is an interesting looking game, and I can see why it would be intriguing for people. It's a cool... No, I don't want to learn about the price. I can see why people would enjoy it. Hat photography. Skills. Fish? 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 I can fish. Hey. Yay. I can fish. I'm gonna keep fishing. I'm just gonna keep fishing. I'm gonna keep fishing here forever. This is where I spend my time. Yeah, no, there's something about this. Just, I'm not sure what it is, right? There's just something where the humor isn't hitting quite as much as the original one did. The original one had a lot of humor that I really enjoyed, whereas this one, it's got decent gameplay. It's got the same gameplay the first one. It's got some cool little elements. I just don't know that it's my speed. I gave it a couple hours, checked it out. It's not bad. Hey, I caught all the things. I mean, I could see myself do-it-yourself sports medicine. What? Hey. Gauze pad. Gauze turban? Huh. I've never thought of making gauze into a turban. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Hey, how you doing? 3 all stats and 10 meat. Huh. Weird, but okay. Eh. A photographer. Hey, thanks. I'd rather go and attach to it myself. Hey, you're funny too. Baby, I love you. Incredible. Listen, you know who I am? That's right. I'm gonna be the biggest hair photographer in the city. Not the country, the world. Something I need first. Portfolio. Your face. Okay. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's... As somebody who's a big fan of Lovecraft and somebody who's a big fan of these other things, you'd think that I'd be fascinated in this. And something just feels... How do I put this? Something feels definitively strange. You know what I mean? Something feels strange about this. Something feels sinister, and it's not the game itself story. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have got to actually get heading. Unfortunately, we're only going to be able to do about 2 hours of this. I did want to check this out. I've checked it out. It was fun. It was fun enough. I do have to deal with a few things, and also apparently there's some weird noises going on with my desk, but hey! Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out. I need to figure out, what was it? There's just something, you know? You know what? You ever have that moment where you're examining something and you're really just, you got this feeling in the back of your mind that something with it is wrong. It's that sort of insidious nature that Lovecraft is known for. You know what I mean? I really liked West of Loathing a lot. I liked the DLC a lot. But something about this other game, and I think it's something in the writing, feels off. You know what I mean? Something feels off, and I don't know what it is. I can't place it, but it concerns me. Huh. You know, I'd love to actually keep doing streaming for a bit. I think I'm just gonna talk for a little bit and just kind of hang out. So I've been a big fan of, well, Lovecraft in general for years. I love the books. I love, like, the radio plays that were done back in the day. I love a lot of the different things that come out of it. But it seems to really attract... Well, what's the wording here? Individuals who don't fully commit to the thing. And also individuals who do, but don't necessarily understand the core principles. In this particular case, I think they do understand it. I think there's just something weird. And I really want to sit there and analyze and figure out what is the thing with this that is getting me that feeling in the back of my mind that something's just insidious. I don't know. Insidious is probably too strong a word. It's a fun little video game with cute little stick figures. I love the first one. Love the expansions, like I said. Something just feels off. I've been getting that a bit. Maybe it's not something with the games. Maybe it's something with me and trying to figure out an understanding on these things. But I think I need to just figure things out. I would do it here on stream. In fact, I probably will do it in a video at some point. Just trying to go through and analyze what makes the video game catch for me, personally. Maybe it's perfectly good on its own. Maybe it's perfectly good in a lot of ways. But it's just something out there that really hits weird. You know what I mean? Because I've noticed with a few of these games, like I used to really like them before. And I don't think that I'm that bitter or worn down at anything. But at the same time, I'm sitting there and I'm playing it and I'm just kind of like... There's always that feeling in the back of the mind. Is what I'm playing made for too wide of an audience? Or is it made for an audience that isn't me? And it's interesting when you think about it. You examine these things and you look into it and it's like, am I getting more picky? And it's a question that keeps running through my mind. And the answer is probably yes, honestly. It probably is. But it is fascinating to think about and examine. Just fascinating, the whole thing. I think I really did. The art style still looks phenomenal. The character selection, cool. Some of the story elements I really enjoyed. That first section. There's something about when we got to the city that something just felt off. And I'm not sure what it is. And I feel like I need to examine it more. I need to get an understanding of it. It's not the same sort of, like, tonal whiplash of certain games. There are certain games I could name that have some really bad tonal whiplash, or they have an element that just kind of really sticks out as being added in for no good reason. This isn't one of those games that feels like it's wasting my time. The puzzles were fun. Some of the elements were fun. It feels like everything I liked about the first game, but more. So why am I not infatuated with the second? It's kind of crazy when you think about it, that you can have something that does seemingly everything you enjoyed about a prior instance, and is in a setting you really adore, because I love that, like, 20s, 30s, mafia stuff. I adore it. And yet it can have everything, and yet at the same time, you're left there wondering in the back of your mind, why am I not enjoying this? It's strange. It really is. And I want to figure it out. I want to try and analyze it, dig into it. But I also don't want to necessarily sit here and do it on stream just because I feel like that would be something that could very easily lead to angles of approach that I am not confident in. And if I'm applying an angle of approach that I'm not confident in, there's a danger that what I say could be taken out of context in a manner that's not intended. Which is weird that we've gotten to a point where I have to even consider that. And I really don't. I'm tiny little boy hiding out in the middle of the wilderness, doing my own things and having fun, right? But Shadows over Loathing, I'm not sure. I like the hat. I like some of the elements. I don't like the fact that you can't save whenever you want, because I get it. You want to have control of your environment. You want to have control and force people to stick with things and have consequences and not go back, so you have one save that contiguously goes forward. That is not a game for me. That is really not a game for me. I want to be able to save anywhere I want, when I want, and if I save scum, oh well, who cares? I bought the game, I'm gonna save scum. And if you lock me out of the ability to do that, I'm gonna cheat it in if I have to. When I buy the game, I want to use the game however I want. That's weird. It's what it is. But it's just a part of me. And there are people who like having that autosave stuff, who like having this, that, the other, who like these things being able to do it their way. And I get it that for some things it does take away the challenge, it takes away some little elements here and there. But at the end of the day, I guess what I'm saying is the games that are made with that vision in mind are not games that I'm interested in playing. I don't know. It's a stage in my life that I'm at, you know? I mean, everyone has these stages where their tastes change, things build, things shift, things adjust, and over time you get that understanding that, hey, I learn what I want. And what I want is to save anytime I want. I want to be able to mess with the game. I want to mod the game. I want to change it. I want to twist it. I want to contort it. I want to build it into whatever wild nonsense I want. But I want a nice solid core foundation with pretty good gameplay. Sometimes even fantastic gameplay. If the gameplay's good enough, I don't even need a story. Especially if I can mod it myself and add story in myself. But I want nice, solid, tight gameplay with mechanics that are honed in and things are cut out that aren't needed, and you have, like, exactly what's needed, a nice, tight, concise thing that's got heart. And that's a hard balance to hit, where you've got it tightened, you've got it refined, but you've still got that heart, you've still got that sort of confidence in it. You've got that thing that's been built there. This game shows some of that, it shows some elements of that, but it's also heavily reliant on your sense of humor, and I wonder if I am just not the audience anymore for this game. Because the sense of humor isn't super clicking. I'm not finding it funny. It's not amusing to me. And it doesn't feel like it's really applying as much to the sensibilities of the medium that is being entered into. The stylation of it in that early bit felt kind of cool, but some of the bits just feel kind of off. And yes, I realize I am doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, and I'm doing a classic goodbye, where we span it out as long as possible and just examine these things. But you know, talking and examination of thorough elements is something that I really enjoy. It's something I enjoy even more than playing video games, is analyzing, figuring out, why do I like this? Why don't I like this? What is this thing about? And I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of cause for these sort of things where we have an examination of, why do I like this thing? What is it that makes it good? What is it that makes it bad? In an earnest and open manner, where we're not going to lock things down too much, and we're not going to hide from the fact that we can examine these things. Shadows over Loathing is, as I've said before, a sequel to West of Loathing. West of Loathing is a comedy game that has the turn-based combat, but also has puzzle solving. And a lot of it comes from the comedy itself, and the writing has to carry almost the entire thing, because I'll tell you right now, the gameplay is not phenomenal, but you're not here for the gameplay. At least, not everybody is. You're usually here for the story, for the funnies, for the laughs, for the chuckles. But then you've got some elements of serious story in there, because again, with anything, you need hills and valleys. You need that slow build that rise. It doesn't anger me as much as, what was the other game? There was a game I was playing. Kingdom Come Deliverance. That one really angered me a lot because of the forced loss condition that you have in the battle early on. Because you get your backside kicked, and then you get saved in a cutscene because you have a fight that you couldn't possibly win. And the thing that bothers me with that is the fact that you've given me control so you can spit in my face and say, look at how horribly you did here, now build up and do better. But it didn't matter how good I did. If I mess up and I lose to the person, that's one thing. If I do the other thing and I actually make it through, that's another. Now that is a fairly common indicator of the market in general. I think that that's not just any specific game, right? West of Loathing, thankfully, doesn't really seem to do that, but it has some of that same... I don't know how to word this. It has some of the same feeling behind it. There seems to be some of the same methodology that leads to those decisions engaged in here, where you have these situations where you humiliate the player. Not that West of Loathing itself is humiliating. What I'm saying is, in general, you have that same methodology that would lead to those decisions. And it feels like that is kind of an air that adds into the thing from the background in the product itself. And it's confusing for me, because it's like, it leads you to ask the question, is this a thing that I am seeing myself? Am I just over-examining? Because I often will fail to see the trees for the forest, or the forest for the trees. I'll often be looking so closely at the little details of my watch face that I can't actually see that the minute hand I painted green instead of red by accident. Because I'm too busy looking at, okay, this place is about so many microns off, I need to get this molded down to this, I need to get this changed to here, we need to redo the fitting on this, and this, we need to get these bits connecting properly so we can get a fine rotation here. I'm examining, I'm looking, I'm seeing all those little bits and all those little pieces, how they interact, and I'm missing the obvious fact that nobody's going to want to buy that watch with the neon green, neon pink, and neon red all on one watch face. Because I'm so focused on, hey, I gotta make this thing run fantastic. And again, that sounds like a disconnected, but it's honestly, it's all connected in terms of ideology here. Ideological backing? No. Words. English is hard. I'm trying to think of the wording here. The problem with a lot of this stuff is that doing the linguistics required to get across my point is not the easiest thing in the world. A lot of this gets very confusing very quickly. But I think that each of the games I've played so far on the channel shows different elements of how you can kind of get a feel for what works in a game and what doesn't. And in some cases, I can get a feel really early on, I'm not gonna like this. I can get a feel really early on that, hey, I love this, but there's this element that's gonna just get to me over and over and over again. It's gonna wear me down. And I think a lot of this comes down to the simple fact that I am, like I said, analyzing. I analyze all these things. I look through these things. I dig through them. I try to figure them out. I enjoy taking something apart and figuring out what is the source of why. Why do we do this thing? Why do we handle it this way? What are we doing with this? What is this thing? What is the core here? And I sit and I examine it, and I'm wondering. And it often gets in the way of my being able to even enjoy a game in the first place. It really does. I know, hey, if you guys are watching this part, if you're seeing this somehow, someday, some way, thanks for watching. Seriously. Thanks for dealing with my rambling. It's confusing, but I need to work through these things to try and figure these out. And it's a little self-indulgent. It is. I know it. You know it. It's self-indulgent. It's what it is. Oh, I'm gonna fly over here. Oh. Nope. I'm trying to figure out where I can. Ow! Yeah. I think I fixed everything. Did I break it? But yeah, I think that there's always these little things, and when I see these little things and I examine them and I try to understand them, the idea is not that I'm going to try and crap on a game, which I know that I get salty, right? When I'm getting salty, it's because I'm trying to work through in my head. Okay, I know I feel X, Y, Z. I know these are emotions that I'm currently feeling. I want to examine them and think through them, and I vocalize this stuff to try and get a better understanding by saying the thing, so I can then analyze my own words to figure out, okay, I said this. Why did I say this? What is the reasoning behind this? And a lot of times it comes back with, oh, the reason I said this was because I was just mad, or I was hungry, or I was this, or this, or the other. And I just wasn't thinking, and it was influenced by this, that, the other. But at the very least, if I can say it and I can understand that, I can build up better, and I can have a better methodology to express that feeling. And this sounds like it's all rambling, because it probably is to an extent, but that's me in a nutshell. I ramble. I storytell, I ramble, I have fun. West of Loathing, I really want to go back to that now. I want to see, like, do I still enjoy it? Is Shadows over Loathing something that I enjoy as much as the original? I would now. But it was the time that it was released, not the thing itself. Again, the wording is off there. But it does bear thinking. And hey, even if I don't come up with anything, at least I had some fun. You know what I mean? And I did have fun. The intro bit, I loved that so much. It was so tight, concise, lovely. And then as soon as we get to like the open world, like I can travel around to different places and I have to figure out this, that, the other. Yeah, if the entire game was that point-and-click adventure style, I have this area, I am dealing with this area, I'm dealing with this thing, I'm not going to be traveling and doing this other stuff. Because it's like, for some people, the travel and the other things, where you're doing like an RPG adventure game, I think I figured out. For some people, for those bits, right, they are elements that add to the feeling of storytelling, they're adding to the elements of the experience itself. But for me, a lot of that stuff is filler. It's wandering, watching a screen and animation plays. And I would rather not have the screen do that slow wander where I'm sitting there doing nothing, just getting the anticipation. I'd rather have that nice, hard-hitting adventure game, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, I'm having to go back and forth a little bit. Minimize my backtracking, minimize these things. Maximize the usage of the time that I've got there so I can try and get this experience without having nothing in there. Because as I'm getting older, I'm realizing it's like, I don't have as much time as I used to. I have a lot of things I need to do. Like, a lot. I don't even have time for, like, this little introspection bit where I'm thinking about why do I like it, why do I not? I just don't. I really don't. Hey, let me turn up my mic a little bit. I don't have the focus to be able to do that anymore. I don't have the time to be able to do that anymore. So when a game sits there and goes, hey, we're going to have you sit on this screen and it's this cool travel animation, but nothing's happening, or something is happening, and it's not something happening right away,
when it's doing these little things, I start noticing these tiny things that waste your time and build up playtime. I start noticing these little things that need to be tightened, need to be shifted, need to be moved, that are often added intentionally as a way to make it feel more complete, to make it feel less bare bones, but oftentimes don't do anything other than keep the clock running. It's strange. And I guess some people could sit there and say, yes, what you're doing right now is the same thing. Perhaps. You're probably right. You're probably right. But at the end of the day, I have to analyze these things for my sake, not for anybody else's. That said, I am here to keep people entertained, so part of this is also, trying to share these things so people can have the entertainment. I do wonder why it is that has become such a thing. No matter what game you're in, we have to have RPG elements. Almost every single game had them for a long time. Like all the FPSs, we need an RPG element. We need RPG. We need to shove them into everything. Let's make Alpha Protocol. Let's make Mass Effect. Let's make these things and shove them in there. Okay, and sometimes they can be helpful, and other times it's really not. And we have this need to add, like with Mafia 2, or Mafia Definitive Edition. We had the need to add in that little, slow animation you can't skip. I'm fine with having it there, if you let me skip it. I am fine with having the travel system if you give me a fast forward button so that I can speed it up to 80 times speed and I don't have to do the damn animation. I am fine with having a lot of these things, but I would prefer streamlining. Because I sit here from an engineer's mindset and I'm seeing, well, this can be cut out easily, and this could be cut out, and that could be cut out. And we'd also have more budget to be able to hit these other points. If we cut away the mini games here, and here, if we cut away the travel mechanism, if we cut away this and this, we can have more key entrance. We can have more of these key elements that make up the thing and make it actually an enjoyable, engaging experience. And I don't think it's actually Shadows of Loathing specifically. I think it's a gaming thing in general, where we've got so much filler. So much filler in so many games. And I don't get it. I don't understand. When you cut a lot of these things out, though, it does also... If you cut out more and more and more, sometimes people can feel, oh, it's bare bones. We don't have this little quality of life, that little quality of life. These little authenticity elements, where you've got these things that make it feel more real, like you're actually there. But at the same time, just because something makes you feel like you're there doesn't mean it's improving the experience. Although, again, that can just be I'm getting older, and I'm getting more aware of the fact that I don't have as much time as I used to. Which is also probably why I talk as fast as I do. Because I'm trying to get as much as I can out there without spending as much of the time just sitting doing nothing. And it's an understanding for a lot of these things. I think that, again, let me just recap. Art style, I enjoy. Some of the jokes, a fair few of them, pretty cool. They just weren't really hitting. You know what I mean? And comedy, really subjective. But then again, so is almost everything when it comes to game design. A lot of this stuff is subjective. However, there are some things that are just objective fact. But even an objective fact can have certain moments where context can re-clarify the scenario. Thank you, English, for being difficult. I don't know. Sorry, I've been talking your guys' ear off for a little while here. It's fun, though. It gives me something to talk about. And I love being able to just talk about this stuff, because... Not just because I enjoy hearing my own voice, which I do. My voice is amazing. But because it lets me analyze my own thought process. Analyze these things that make me me. It's kind of cool. Well, either way, I have spent longer than I intended on this. Almost an hour. Almost, 40 minutes? 50 minutes of just talking here? Hey, if you guys enjoyed the talking bit, let me know. Post a comment, and I'll do more, just rambling bits. If you guys just want to focus on the game, just focus on the game. I mean, jeez. No, I have no problem if people decide to cut and run a little bit early. I know I ramble, but I enjoy rambling. I'm like the little old man at the coffee counter, just sitting there and paying for his cup of coffee, sitting there all day, and then he leaves a $30 tip for the waitress on his way out the door. So he doesn't feel as bad for taking up her time. Oh, hey, tomorrow we've got another game that may or may not function. I haven't played it in years. I don't know if it'll function. Part of why I'm ending early is so I can try and get it working. That's the Call of Cthulhu FPS game. It's a horror first-person shooter. Same sort of, like, era of entertainment, but it will be interesting to see where it goes. I'm not entirely sure myself. Next week, I've got a game called Mecha Knights that I really want to check out. Oh. Mecha Knight's Nightmare. That one's an indie project that I really want to check out, and I want to give it a shot. It's getting some new DLC coming out, so that'll be fun to check out. I do want to go back to Generation Zero for a little bit more. Just because I like shooting. The shooting feels fun. The stealth feels fun. There's some elements I'm not too big a fan of. The crafting stuff, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the crafting stuff in Generation Zero. I'm not feeling a lot of the stuff that feels like filler to me. You know what I mean? These, like, optional gameplay elements that are supposed to keep you in the loop forever. Oh, hey, you can grind forever. Oh, hey, you can do these, like, get your better weapons, get your Skinner box, get your this, that, the other. Keep in the ecosystem. The game has to last forever. I like shooting. I do. Sometimes I even like mindless shooting. You guys see me in Daemon X Machina. I enjoy sometimes the mindless shooting, but some things feel odd to me. Some things I sit there and I look at them and they're in there and I just wonder, why is this here? What does this bring to the table? And it confuses me. And I have to understand that. I have to analyze that. I have to figure it out. Damn it, I'm gonna do it again. No, I'm not gonna sit here for 3 hours. I might sit here for 3 hours. I think I'm gonna sit here for 3 hours. Guys, I'm just gonna say it. The Call of Duty methodology has kind of poisoned the gaming industry for first-person shooters. We've kind of made it to a point where all of the genres are combining into one slop, but we need some level of categorization where we can have different elements for different individuals. We need to have some sort of compartmentalization where a game can just be a game. Not every racing game needs to be an RPG and a first-person shooter and this and that and the other. We don't need first-person shooters that do every single thing. Sometimes you can get a much better game by just focusing on one specific thing. You can get a decent shooter by just being a shooter. You don't have to have level ups and progression and like 30 different weird cosmetics. You don't have to have this stuff, and a lot of times you'll be able to make a much cheaper game that looks much better, has much more gameplay, has a better experience by just cutting the extra stuff that doesn't really add to anything other than your playtime on time to beat. There's nothing wrong with making a 4-hour game. There's nothing wrong with it. I highly disagree with the reviewers who were sitting there screaming and crying about how dare this game only be 4 hours. I like a nice 4-hour game. Sometimes that's all I have time for is a 4-hour game. But if you're going to play it 4 hours, make it 4 nice, good hours, charge an appropriate amount for it. I mean, heck, movies are oftentimes 2 hours. I'll pay like $10 for a movie, maybe 15. I'm not going to pay 60. No, I'm never going to pay 60. I'm definitely not going to pay 70 or 80. But if you give me like a $15 game that's only 4 hours, hell, I'm on board. $15, 4 hours, good-looking game, decent gameplay mechanics, sure. If it's got good replayability, you don't need the filler. If it's tight controls, if it's got good gameplay loop, if it's got a core loop that keeps me interested, I could sit there and play that 4-hour game for 20 hours because it's something that I can relax in, I can go through, I can experience if I like the characters, if you're focusing on the story and the gameplay as opposed to whatever some of this other stuff they throw in is. I mean, some of this stuff feels like it's for tradition more than it is for the actual game itself. And again, I'm not just talking Shadows over Loathing. This is a thing I've been noticing with almost every single game on the market. It's weird. I don't like it. Anyway, Old Man Yelling at Clouds is done. Have fun. Take care. I'm actually saying goodbye now. I'm not going to stay here for another hour, although I kind of really want to. I like rambling. It's fun.